Hey folks, SC Closer here. I used to do a little video series on music stuff called Southern Style. This is going to be kind of like a Southern Style video. I was on Facebook, and some guys were talking about putting a Telecaster pickup in a Fender Stratocaster and making it sound like a Telecaster. And a lot of people had different opinions of that, and most people didn't think you could make a Strat sound like a Telecaster by just changing the pickups. I have I think it's about a 2000, no, I think it's a 2011, 2012, I can't remember exactly. It's a made in Mexico Fender Stratocaster. And several years ago, I bought some pickups for it, and they were made by a company called Rumpelstiltskin. And they had some special wind on them. I think they said it was 60s or something is what they said they were. I have no idea. I bought them secondhand. But the bridge pickup had the little plate on the bottom of it, like the little steel plate with the copper wash on it or whatever it was. Like a lot of the Telecaster pickups I've seen in the past, and I kind of wanted to try that because I've always heard that would make it a little punchier and it would make it sound a little better, because I've always kind of thought that a Telecaster bridge pickup sounded a little better than a Strat bridge pickup. It seemed like it just had a little more oomph to it. It just seemed a little punchier, and that it would just kind of cut through a little better. It didn't seem to have as much of the shrillness on it or something. I don't know what it was, but I've always thought that. So I put those in there, and I thought it sounded better. I thought it sounded a little bit more like a Telecaster. I wouldn't say it sounds exactly like a Telecaster, but it sounds a little different, maybe a little closer. But when I started thinking about it and everything, I kind of pulled the guitars out, and I played the guitars, and I listened to them, and I'm like, in a mix or in a song or something, I think most people would be hard pressed to be able to tell the difference in them. You might tell, like as I'm playing it, I might can tell a little bit of a difference in it and how it responds and all. And but it's a very slight difference with the same amp settings and all. So I decided I was going to test this. So this is what I've done. I've taken 5 guitars. 3 of the guitars are Stratocasters and 2 of the guitars are Telecasters. On the Strats, I got a 1988 US Strat. It's all original except for the bridge pickup has been changed out in it because the other one crapped out. And the one pickup that I had that I thought sounded very similar to the original pickups in that guitar was a Custom Shop 69. So it was a Fender Custom Shop 69 Strat pickup. If any of you guys have ever heard that, that's not a very high output pickup. They're very sweet sounding pickups. But in any event, that's the pickup that's in that. The other Strat was a 2000 model Strat, and US Strat, 2000 US Strat. It's all stock. So whatever pickups came in the 2000 model, that's what's in it. The other Strat was the 2011 or 2012, whatever it is, the Mexican Strat with the Rumpelstiltskin pickups in it. Okay, the Telecasters I used a 2022 American US Tele, all stock. And then I used a 1976 Fender Telecaster. It's vintage. It's got the stock bridge, it's stock, where the whole bridge assembly, the plate and all that stock on it. It has a Rio Grande pickup in the bridge. And I think I got 500K pots in it or something, but it's pretty much wired stock. But it's got a Rio Grande or whatever they call it, bridge pickup in it. So that's the 5 guitars. What I did is I took my Zoom R8 recorder and I've just picked out a little blues rhythm track for a beat, you know, with the drums. And it's mostly like a hi-hat and a little, you know, hit snare and a kick. And I took a bass. It was a Mexican precision bass. It's a Fender Mexican precision bass. And I just picked, I think it was SVT or something was the thing I used in Zoom. And I just put down a little basic little 12-bar blues track, and it's in A. Okay, it's in the key of A, and everything's standard tuning. Then I took the guitars and I tuned them all on the Zoom R8, so they were all tuned with the same tuner. They all tuned to standard. They all have the same strings on them. I use Ernie Ball 10s, the Slinkies. And I used a Friedman Little Sister amp head, and I had a Friedman cabinet with it. That cabinet's got a vintage 30, Celestian vintage 30 in it. It's an older one. It's a British made one. And it's in a regular little Friedman 112 cabinet. I mic'd it with Sennheiser 609 as the mic that I used. And I ran it in. I didn't put any effects. I think it might have had slight reverb on the mic, you know, running it into the Zoom R8. But that would have been on all of them. So nothing else has been done to it. I played each of the 5 guitars one after the other, and I put them on here, so you know, I knew which ones they are, and I'll make another video later to let you know which ones they were. But what I'd like to do is get you guys to actually listen to these things and see if you could pick out the 2 Telecasters from the 3 Strats, and see which ones, you know, you think. Just take a guess which one you think are Teles and which one you think are Strats. If you want to, try to guess which one's which. I told you which guitars are being used, and you can also tell me which ones you thought sound the best. Now, I'm not the greatest player in the world, and I didn't play everything exactly the same, and anybody knows me, I never play the same thing twice. But I tried to do some little, you know, unison bends and stuff, and you know, and to hit some little things that, you know, typical Tele sounding stuff, and I went from major to minor, just you know, varied a little bit to give you, you know, a little idea. But I figured that playing that style, which isn't really my style, but playing that style would make a Tele shine a little bit, I guess you'd say. Maybe make it stand out a little bit. I know when I was playing that, I kind of felt better in a sense on the Teles, but when, you know, I'm listening back to it, to me, I can't tell a whole lot of difference in them. And to be honest, I thought some of the Strats sounded pretty good too. I was a little surprised that they all seemed to sound kind of like a Tele to me. But in any event, you guys listen to it and tell me what you think. But I'd like to just see which ones you guessed. I'm going to make another video later and I'll tell you which one is which, okay? Until next time, this is SE Closer with Southern Style. I'll catch you later.